What's going on, guys? You're hearing with Hardy Tech, and I know it's been a little while. I was supposed to do this Q&A like 2 days ago, but apparently, the YouTube flu was going around. I know I'm like not the only one who got it, so it was pretty bad, and I wasn't gonna record a video when like I couldn't even talk. I just wanted to lay in bed and die. But finally, like 2 days later, I'm feeling better for the most part. My voice still isn't 100% back to normal, but the rest of me is feeling mostly fantastic, and yeah, so I apologize if I like cough or something because I still am not 100% yet, but that's to be expected when you got the flu. So anyways, a few days ago I posted a video, guys, asking you guys to do questions, and a lot of times when I see people do questions and answers, it just boggles me how they can get like 100 questions or something and then they answer like 5. It's just like, what? Yeah, how can you do that? So, and in the last Q&A I did, I actually answered like every single question I got, which is over 300 of them, and that took a very long time. So I actually did, manage to cut down today, and I got down to like 70 questions. So hopefully it won't take too long. But you guys are still gonna know me a little better. So sorry. Let's get started. First question comes from 2000 Mr. Pie, and he asks, "Do you like Snohomish? He is amazing." For those of you who don't know, Snohomish is a town in the state of Washington. It has a population of about 10,000 people. I personally have never been there, but I'm sure it's a great town, because if it wasn't a great town, it wouldn't be in existence. So, yeah, I guess I like Snohomish just fine. Our next question comes from CoPeak675649. He asks, "Would you ever play another Pokemon game? Would you ever play another game like Minish Cap or any other childhood game besides Pokemon?" I've actually considered many times doing a Let's Play of Kingdom Hearts. But I can't, my computer isn't good enough to run a PS2 emulator, and I don't actually have a PS2 anymore, so, but never say never in the future, you never know. James Net 10 asks, "How do you feel about Gen 6? I kind of already answered this in a few Platinums ago, but I think Gen 6 is going to be good. It's going to be a fresh start for the series, I guess. It's going to be a huge change. It might not be accepted well by some people, but I definitely hope I'm going to enjoy it. So it looks pretty awesome to me. 3ALA, I don't even know how to pronounce that name, sir. That's a very confusing name. He has 2 questions. First one was, "Do you think you'll ever reach 100,000 subscribers?" Well, to be honest, I never thought I'd reach 1,000, and the fact that I'm at 7,500 right now is just mind-blowing. I can't believe that's 7,500 people. When you actually stop and think about that, 7,000 is a lot of people, and 100,000, I don't really know. I don't really know if that's actually like obtainable, because I mean, like 3 Pokemon commentators ever have achieved that, so I don't know. And his second question is, "Can you do a Blaze Black 2 or Volt White 2 Nuzlocke after the Egg Lock?" You do know that the Egg Lock is of Blaze Black 2, so I'm not really going to do the same game twice, so no. Magma Rad G asks, "What was the first Pokemon game you ever played?" And that would have been, it was either Ruby or Sapphire. I honestly don't remember. I know it was so long ago, but it was a Hoenn game, and it was one of those two. So I don't remember which one it was, but I know it was one of those two, and it was awesome. So that was the start of my Pokemon journey. Where DDD asks, "What are your favorite games besides Pokemon and COD?" Call of Duty is not my favorite game series. I just play it because I'm in a habit of playing Call of Duty that I play it when I turn on my Xbox. It's just what I play. But my favorite game series, Kingdom Hearts, like I just said earlier, is my favorite game of all time. Most of the games in this series I enjoyed, but it's just such a good game series. And his next question is, "What are your favorite movies and TV series?" I'm always bad at these favorite movie things because, I mean, there's like so many movies I enjoy that it's impossible to pick a favorite. But as for favorite TV series, I've been watching Walking Dead recently. When I first watched the pilot episode of that, like the first 15 minutes, I'm like, oh, this show's boring. There's nothing going on. But I forced myself to finish the pilot, and ever since, I've just been absolutely hooked to that show. It is so good. Another one is Breaking Bad. I really like that show, and I'm so excited for a return in the summer of this year. I also like Big Bang Theory is a good show. That's really all I can think of off the top of my head. But yeah, that's just some of the TV shows I like. The Pizza Hut guy asks, "What do you expect from Pokemon gaming in the future?" I expect it to probably just continue on forever and ever because Pokemon will probably never die. And what is your favorite hobby aside from video games? I don't have any other hobbies. That's adorable. Green Thing 15 asks, favorite Pokemon after Caterpie. And I got so many questions like this, like, oh, what's your favorite legendary? What's your favorite Pokemon besides Caterpie? What's your favorite 20 Pokemon or whatever? And I skipped a lot of them because for me, it's absolutely impossible to answer that question. I like so many Pokemon, it's impossible for me to pick a second one. I mean, off the top of my head, there's Pokemon like, Pidgeotto, Chikorita, Lavani, Staraptor, Phanpy. Those are just like some of the ones I can think of off the top of my head because there's just so many, it's impossible for you to pick a second one. So, honestly, I can't answer that question. Okita asks, which Pokemon is it that got you the most sad when it died? This is a good question. I was probably Ron or maybe probably the one that got me like the most upset was probably Enzo from Blaze Black because that was like the first time a Pokemon I started to get attached to died. I mean, before that, Gato, Bear, and I think Womble died. Well, Womble's was sad, but Enzo I really liked because he was the first Pokemon I caught, and when he died, it was just so heartbreaking for me because that's like when it really started to set in. Like, this Nuzlocke's gonna rip me apart. It was very brutal, and I miss him so much because Enzo was such an amazing Pidgeotto, and he would have been such an amazing Pidgeot. So, Enzo definitely. Dr. Fishman asks, your ideal 6 Pokemon squad and why? This is another one I get a lot. Like, if you could have 6 Pokemon, what would they be? And it's just, another one I can't know because there's so many good combinations that it's just, how can someone possibly answer that question? I don't know if I could, but I don't know. Probably like 6 Caterpies because, those things are extremely overpowered and they just kill everything. And the next question is one I really, really liked. And it's like the reason why I picked this guy's comment because I didn't want to answer the first question in the first place. But he asks, do you think your borders on your videos give you more viewers than you would otherwise have? And I would say the answer to that's probably no. Because, I mean, you look at like the biggest commentators for the most part in this community, and they don't have any kind of borders on their videos. They don't seem to put like any effort into their videos, and yet they're still the leaders of this community. And it kind of makes, a lot of times I think like, wow, this really is not worth the effort I put into it. But I absolutely love editing, and I would not stop it just, because it doesn't matter to some people. To me, it matters. I love the fact that it, makes my videos look different from everybody else's. And I've always loved editing and being creative. So it may not matter, but I'm not going to stop because I love doing it. XX Fire the Eagle XX asks, what's your favorite type? That is definitely flying. I absolutely love flying. I kind of wish I could just jump out off my deck and start flying because that would be amazing. So flying has always been really awesome to me. So yeah, definitely flying. Creamer Lad asks, what is your favorite Pokemon Wi-Fi battle tier? And that'd probably be NU because it's all the rejects that you could, and there's so much variety in NU, and yet somehow there still seems to be a sock on every team, which is extremely frustrating. But yeah, there's just so much variety there and so many choices that it's, how can you not enjoy that tier? It's not oversaturated like some other tiers, to say the least. WizX asks, how did you get into gaming videos, YouTube, and what was your biggest inspiration? I'll probably go into this question in more detail in the future because I am coming up to 1 year of Pokemon videos in February, and I was probably going to do like a big celebration where I bore everybody about talking about my life and like how I got into YouTube and all that. But for a quick answer here, I actually got into YouTube. This is my 5th year of YouTube now. I believe I started in late 2005. Or late 2008 is when I made my first YouTube video. And it wasn't even gaming. I made stop motion videos back then. I wish I could show them to you guys, but like one day, in a fit of like random anger, I actually ended up deleting like well over 100 videos I made on my very first YouTube channel, which is very, very frustrating. But yeah, that's how I got started on YouTube. I just made stop motion films because I was bored and I had a camera. So that's how that started. Martronic 100 asks, how How much do you think you've learned since taking your first Nuzlocke challenge, and would you say you are better now? So I don't really know if I've learned a lot from my Nuzlockes because I still continue to make the same stupid mistakes, but I would probably... I really don't know if I'd be better either. I seem to be exactly the same as I was before because I make the same stupid mistakes, and I have yet to beat one after like 50 tries now, so I would probably say no, I'm the same as before. The Freed98 asks, what are your top 3 Pokemon commentators and which are your top 3 non-Pokemon commentators? And I'm happy you got me into Pokemon again. Love you. Maybe a little homo. Little heart symbol. Oh, thank you. And you're welcome. My top 3 Pokemon commentators. Oh boy. Probably Pokemon Playbook, I'm Bred, and... Gosh, I don't know. How can you pick just 3? I watched too many. I don't know. Those 2 stand out in my mind. But God, I don't know. There are too many of them for me to pick. And my top non-3 Pokemon commentators, I really don't watch many non-Pokemon commentators. Pretty much the only guy from Call of Duty I watch anymore is Woody's Gamertag. So I guess he'd be like the only one because he's the only one I really watch that's not Pokemon anymore. So yeah. Pokemon Nuzlocke asks, who was your very first subscriber? I actually have no idea who this was. I remember some of my very first subscribers because I would see them comment on all my early videos, and it was very easy to remember them back then. But I have a horrible memory, so I can't remember anybody now. I don't actually remember who my very first subscriber was. It was probably I know it was someone from my Call of Duty channel because like the day I created this channel and I quit the old one, I ended up getting like 60 subscribers from that one. So it was one of those people, but I have no idea who the very first one was. Alberto25 LOL asks, if you could resurrect any Pokemon from your previous Nuzlockes, who would it be and why? Probably Piper or Ron because they were just so powerful. I mean, seriously, I was surprised by how powerful Ron was, but Piper was just a monster and that thing killed everything, and the worst thing is it died to an Infernape, so probably one of those 2. Arctic Fox Soul asks, do you act different when you're not recording a video? If so, how different? Definitely, yes, definitely. You know, when I'm recording a video, I'm a lot more me, you know? I'm more energetic, I'm more crazy and goofy and random, and in my real life, I'm just like really quiet and I keep to myself. I'm not talkative at all. I just kind of, you know, sit there and go with the flow, don't really do anything out of my way. And I try to be like not as random as possible because my family is like very unrandom, so it's not very fun. But that's why I love the videos, is because I finally can be myself and it's so enjoyable. So yes, I'm definitely different outside of my videos, but I really prefer how I am in my videos. Oh, he asks another question. It's, do you ever play any other games besides Pokemon, like Zelda, Mario, or whatever? I do play many other games. No, not that many. I don't think I play any other Nintendo games besides like Mario Kart, because Mario Kart's the greatest game ever. Seriously, Mario Kart, so awesome. You know, I play Call of Duty. I'm playing Lego Harry Potter right now because the game's freaking awesome. Assassin's Creed 3, Trials Revolution. Those are the only ones that come to mind right now. But yeah, I do play other games besides Pokemon. Oh, another one. Do you accept fan art? Seriously, I want to draw you something, and I don't know how to pronounce that face, but I'm just going to say XD. Yay! What kind of person would say no to this question? I was like, oh, you want to draw me something? No! That would seriously just be like the cruelest thing ever. I have got fan art before. I got fan art and a Pokemon card from the same guy, and I still have that picture. It's in my dresser. I wish I could hang it up, but, you know, I am surrounded by bricks, so it's not really an option. But I'd still have the picture. It was so amazing. And yes, I do. I'm not going to give my address out in the video, obviously, for, you know, because I know if I do, I'm going to get like my grandparents' mailbox like jammed. Probably you guys are going to think it'd be a good idea to, you know, just stuff my grandparents' mailbox full with mail, and they'll be, you know, start questioning why I'm getting all this random mail. Not to mention the kind of people that like open mail even if it's not for them, which is extremely frustrating, first off. So I just know someone would send me a picture and they'd open it and be like, he's sending you this picture, is it your lover? And it would just get very awkward from there. But if you have something that you want to send me, I guess, you know, you could PM me on YouTube or something, and, you know, we could work something out. If one day, if like too many people want to send me something, I might get like a PO box. I don't know, because they're not expensive. They're like $60 a year, so it's definitely affordable. And yeah, that'd be a much easier way for you guys to send me stuff if enough people actually wanted to send me things, which would be actually crazy because this is the second guy who's ever wanted to send me something. So, but yeah, you guys can if yeah. I'll just leave it at that. Isaac Loring asks, which starter you're going to be using in Pokemon X and Y? Definitely Chespin because he looks freaking amazing. Definitely not Fennekin because I absolutely hate that thing. I have no idea. How long have you and Pokewolf been friends, and how did you meet? Oh, God, I don't know how long we've been friends. Probably 8 or 9 months now, I guess. And she just added me on Skype because she was a giant fangirl. I didn't even know she was a girl for like 3 months. But yeah, she liked the videos. She added me on Skype, and the rest is history. Mr. Talkative2 asks, on a scale of 1 to 10, how awesome do you think you are at commentating? Definitely about 2.7. Pokemon Salamence123 asks, what typing would you want the new legendary's Pokemon from X and Y to be? I don't know. I think I don't remember. I don't know their names, to be honest. I think the bird one's probably going to be something like fire, flying, maybe. And gosh, I don't know what that other one could be. I know probably being blue, it's probably going to be like water. I don't know what its other typing could be if it has multiple typings, but it's definitely a hard one to predict because they don't really have any like distinct features besides the one being a flying Pokemon. So I don't know. That'll be interesting. Super M9D9 asks, how are you and do you enjoy these questions? I am actually horrible because I can't go through like a whole sentence without coughing, but I'm doing better than I was a few days ago, so that's good. And do you enjoy these questions? If I didn't enjoy these questions, I wouldn't do a Q&A, so keep that in mind. KSPK asks, hope you feel better soon, thank you. And will Pokemon Courts ever be continued? I actually have no idea. Don't get your hopes up, but you never say never. May someday see the light of day again, but not anytime in the near future. Elpo 1996 what is with these names? Jeez. When X and Y arrives, would you be willing to spend $200+ on a capture card or just rock a camera? Because there won't be emulators by then. I don't know. When X and Y comes out, I probably won't do them right away because I still haven't done. Well, I did technically do Black 2, but I haven't done a Let's Play of Black or White 2 yet when everybody else on the planet has. But I legit Let's Play. I know I did like the boss battles and everything, but yeah, everyone else like on the planet has done Black 2 and White 2, and I still have yet to do it. So I probably won't do X and Y right away. I may be stubborn to wait till there's an emulator. I don't know, but we'll just see how the future goes because I can't possibly know that. Superscope21 asks, what's your favorite flavor of pie? Definitely apple or pumpkin. Curse of Pokemon asks, what's your opinion on gun control? I like guns. Stupid people should not have guns, but you can't tell who's stupid because, someone may seem normal, so no one should have guns. Quarter Ghost Kendall asks, besides Caterpie, what is the pie equivalent to 43 squared on her yellow moon while you are in a pink skirt? Waffles on the roof. Dark Blazers 2OK asks, what other Nuzlockes do you enjoy watching on YouTube? Pretty much every Nuzlocke from everyone I'm subscribed to, so yeah. Ricardo Arrilano asks, when did you get into Pokemon? Do you ever stop playing so, and if so, why? I got into Pokemon, I don't know, I don't actually know the year, I guess probably around 2002 when Ruby and Sapphire came out, and I did stop playing, after, shortly after Diamond and Pearl came out, before Platinum, but after Diamond and Pearl, I just, quit Pokemon because I got bored with it. And then, randomly, a little bit before I started making Pokemon videos, I just got back into the game, I guess for, nostalgia factor. And ever since, I've been playing it pretty much every day. So, for a while, yes, I did quit, but I'm back and I love it now. Kyle Glorious Patrick asks, would you like to hang out with one of your subs for today? What would you do? Definitely, if someone is, near my area, then I'll definitely hang out with them for a day. What would we do? I don't know. Throw frisbees in a park? What do people do together? I'm very antisocial, so I don't really know this very much. Yeah. Wishmaster FY asks, what is your real first name? It is Michael. I don't like it. I prefer Hardy, but, that's the name I was given, so. 93 Devil King asks, what is your favorite alcohol drink? I actually hate the taste of alcohol. I cannot stand it, but I love strawberry daiquiris, so I don't really plan on drinking when I get older, 21 is the legal drinking age, at least in the U.S., or at least in California. And I don't plan on drinking for the most part, but I'm definitely just going to get some strawberry daiquiris because those things are too freaking good. Chaotic Zombie asks, would you say yes if Pokewolf asked you out? You guys just seem like you're dating. Would I say yes? I don't know, but I can tell you this. She did. The Syncor Suminor asks, do you have a 3DS when you get one Pokemon X and Y comes out? I don't have a 3DS, but I have been considering getting one because, X and Y look awesome. Mario Kart 7, God, I want to play that game so bad. It looks amazing. And Kingdom Hearts Dream Drop Distance. I want to get it for, like, those 3 games. So I probably will end up getting one in the future. Razaquin Hill asks, in your Platinum Randomizer, would you next prefer to see a dead Togekiss or a dead Magnezone? And what will your next Nuzlocke or playthrough or Let's Play or whatever? It's like people don't know about the Egg Lock. I only mention it like every freaking 10 minutes. But I'd probably prefer to see a dead Magnezone because he's more prone to death, I guess. Because of ground type attacks and fire type attacks and fighting type attacks. And Togekiss is just so freaking bulky. I mean, how can you not want to have someone like that on your team? So I'd probably prefer to see a dead Magnezone. Caleb Wooman asks, Hardy, what happened about the co-op with Pokewolf? She's been on vacation. We plan on recording this upcoming weekend, so we'll be back very soon. So, yay. Wyatt Grigg asks, why won't you play Pokemon XD Gale of Darkness? Is a great game, and it would be very challenging Nuzlocke. I don't have a GameCube. My computer can't run Dolphin Emulator. Simple as that. Steven825 asks, what made you want to upload many videos a week? Way too much free time on my hands. Chicken Logo asks, if you were starving and you had to eat a Pokemon, which would you eat and how would you cook it? I would definitely barbecue a Miltank. Machine number 55 asks, if I'm a waffle or pancake, I'm willing to change for you. Would you pour syrup all over my body? That is dedication. Willing to change your species for someone. That's true dedication right there. Yes, of course I would. Iraq5902 asks, my dad offered me his 10-inch computer. Should I take it? I'm not really sure if you're using computer as a code word for something else. In that case, definitely not. Jutorbi asks, do you ever visit Pokemon information sites like Cerebi or Maryland? I am like constantly on Bulbapedia. That's like one of my favorite websites. I do go to Psypokes every now and then, but Bulbapedia is mainly, my main swing. So that's my main banana, whatever. I don't know what the phrase is, but yeah. So I do occasionally visit other ones, but Bulbapedia is pretty much, my thing. Chaotic Zombies asks, honestly, how are you good in school? What was your GPA in high school? When I was going to public school, I actually sucked because I have this thing where I can't concentrate around other people. If there's like a lot of people in a room, I can't actually like concentrate on one thing. So I did like very bad in school. And when I started homeschooling, since I'm good at concentrating by myself and I was able to work on my own schedule, I got pretty good grades. I think I had like a 3-point-something GPA when I graduated. So I did better when I was on my own. So, yeah. ACDC 90101 asks, do you watch porn? I know this is going to be like a very stereotypical answer and people are going to hear it. They're going to be like, oh. But I only like watch porn that has a good story. Because I like to know, why are these people just randomly going at it? It needs to make sense to me. And I know people are going to be like, oh, that is so not true. You just want to see them do it. But no, I have this like thing where I need to know why this is happening. So, yes, and with very specific ones. So, yeah. Kyle Root asks, I will predict that you'll win your Platinum Nuzlocke Challenge. Do you think you can, and what will you do once you complete a Nuzlocke run for the first time? Well, I don't know if I'll win Platinum, I thought I was going to win with that original team I had, and then Iron Island just came along and completely crushed my dreams. So I'm very paranoid now on whether I win or not. Hopefully I will, but it probably won't mean that much because, it's not a hack and an easy game, and the normal games on themselves aren't overly difficult to Nuzlocke, so I probably won't be that excited, but we'll see. We'll see. Dennis Blitzel asks, is Caterpie a god? Are tacos good? Do Caterpies eat tacos? Caterpie is a god. Arceus is jealous. Some tacos are good depending on how they're made, and Caterpies only eat tacos if they're made the good way. C. Dizzle the Pimp asks, how did you come up with the name Hardy Tagilion? Why has it been such a secret for so long? I'm not going to tell you how I came up with the name because it's just, I'm not going to tell you guys. Why has it been a secret for so long? I want to keep it a secret because if I tell you guys what it means, then that mystery's gone, and it's no fun anymore. I mean, you can't sit there and wonder, what does it mean? You know, if you know, then you just know. All the fun's taken away. I see absolutely no reason to do that because it adds mystery to the name. You know, it makes people come up with these crazy theories, and if I tell you guys, all that fun ends. So I really don't see a point in that. I Blue FTW asks, burritos. I approve. S-E-S section. What? God, how do people come up with these things? How much longer do you think you'll be doing this whole YouTube thing? Until it gets boring? That's pretty much the only answer I can have, you know. As long as I'm having fun, I'm going to do it. Kyle Balls asks, would you rather never play anything related to Pokemon again or never eat chicken again? I will dump Pokemon in a heartbeat if I can have chicken the rest of my life. Simple. Very simple. Butts and Tons to Them asks, favorite wrestler. For those of you who don't know, I'm a big fan of professional wrestling. I think like the only time I mentioned it is my very first Q&A way back in Blaze Black, so kudos to him for remembering that. Favorite wrestler is probably Daniel Bryan. He's doing such a fantastic job. How can you not freaking love that guy? He's hilarious. And yeah, it's probably who's my favorite is right now. Poker Player Smasher asks, are you going to do a co-op with Hayden? I think our styles are so far different, it'd be like impossible to do a co-op, but it would definitely be entertaining to see, but probably not because, you know, I'm just little fishy and he's just like God, so. Jada Ellis, god dang it, how do you even freaking read these names? It's just impossible. How old are you? I am 18. My birthday in November, I just turned 18 a few months ago. I'm an adult now. Yay. Music Guy 7000 asks, why do you not like the Johto starters like Cyndaquil? When did I say I don't like the Johto starters? I'm a big fan of all three of the Johto starters in their, you know, first forms. And I'm a big, big fan of Bayleaf. Bayleaf's one of my favorite Pokemon. I don't remember ever saying I don't like them. XX the Whooper XX1 asks, now that we have seen the starters for 6th generation, what do you think their second types would be, if any, for the final evolutions? I think Chespin's going to be a grass ground, Froakie's probably going to be water ice, and Fennekin's probably going to be fire normal. It kind of looks like it might have that fire normal design, but using a psychic type attack in the trailer probably makes me think it's going to be a psychic type, which would be, pretty cool, I guess. Edemo asks, how long you been doing YouTube, and what? I already freaking answered this question, didn't I? Screw you, Mo. Alchemist of Red, who, so earlier someone asked me who was my first subscribers. He was one of my very first subscribers. He's been subscribed since the very beginning, so kudos to him. He asked, how did you and your dad start living in the basement in the first place? Can you tell us what happened? I'll try to keep the story short because it's a very long, stupid one. My parents are very immature people who decide they don't want to do things like pay bills, and they ended up getting us kicked out of our apartment because they didn't pay the rent, because they are very stupid people. And because of that, me and my dad had to come live with my grandmother, and my mom had to go live with her mother because there wasn't enough room in the basement. That's how it happened, and I'm very upset because I hate my parents because they did that, and now I'm very upset and I don't want to talk about this anyways. Let's move on. PK Triad asks, hey, I just met you and this is crazy, but I'm asking a question. Answer it maybe. No, screw you. Math Pikachu asks, have you ever heard of Maryland's Wedlock Challenge, and would you consider doing one on your channel? I am subscribed to him, and I have seen it, and I don't know if I'd ever do something like that, though, because it just seems like a little too gimmicky for me, but I don't know. We'll see. You never know. Like I've said, never say never. Will Peschel asks, here's the scenario. You have a great team that is missing a flying type. You're given the opportunity to catch a Pidgeotto or a Staravia in a wild double battle. Which will you choose to capture, and why? I will capture the Staravia because Staraptor is just too overpowered. As much as I love Pidgeotto, I gotta think of power here, and Staraptor just brings it all to the table. Smurf with ADD asks, hey, what's up? Or what? I can't even freaking read that right. What's up, man? Not much. Here's my question. What made you switch from previously being a COD channel to becoming a Pokemon channel? Call of Duty just got so freaking boring that the very corrupted community, it's just no fun to be in. And Pokemon is just so freaking fun and laid back. How can you not love this community? I absolutely adore it. Nimo Bite, another one of my very first subscribers that I remember, asks, why you know TF2 video? I love TF2 so much. I can't believe I forgot that earlier in my favorite game series, because I play that game way too much. And if my computer was good enough to record TF2 and actually like run it at a decent pace, then I would. Because even when I'm not recording, I could barely run TF2, but that game's just so much fun. Everyone in the world should play it because it's amazing. What is your favorite gen of Pokemon? Everyone says Gen 1, but mine personally is Gen 2. Probably Gen 3 because that was my first. I enjoyed it. You know, that's the generation that got me into Pokemon, so it was definitely a lot of fun. So, Gen 1, or Gen 3. Resident Evil is Beast 1 asked, do you wish you were Hayden? No. Yellow Cornet asked, personally, what do you think is your biggest achievement to date? I'm not really sure if he's talking about YouTube or real life. In real life, I don't have like any achievements. I mean, I guess maybe graduating high school? I don't know. I don't really have any achievements. As for YouTube, probably 1,000 subscribers, because 1,000 is just such a freaking big deal. And I'm just so happy to have been there. So, I don't know. And was your school life tough, bullied, etc. or not? I was kind of an odd case where I've been like the bully and the bullied in my school life. I did both, which I'm not proud of to say, anymore. I'm not proud of, but I definitely did not have an easy school life when I was going to public school. And yeah, so yeah, it wasn't very great. XX Flag on Flyman XX asks, I'm starting a new channel. I want to know how to become so popular. Any tips? Titty pics. That pretty much gonna boost you to popularity right there. No, in all seriousness, I've been putting a lot of thought into questions like these because I get them actually a lot. And I guess the best answer to this is if you want to get as big as the bigger commentators, your quality has to be just as good. Because you're not going to see a big commentator with crappy quality or horrible mic audio or bad videos. So if you want to be as big as them, your videos better be just as good as theirs. And in time, it probably will happen. If your videos are as good, someone's going to take notice. And if your videos are crap, then you don't deserve to be up there with the big commentators. And I guess it's really as simple as that. So just produce the best possible videos you can, and you never know what might happen. The Perfectionist asks, what is the most frustrating part about getting subscribers on YouTube? I would like to start making videos, I don't want to waste my time and only end up getting a few hundred subscribers. You don't realize how much energy it's taking on my part to not just completely rage on this guy right now, because I absolutely hate these people. It was fine for the most part until he got to a certain line. I don't want to waste my time and only end up getting a few hundred subscribers. I really better move on to the next question before I absolutely lose it. So I'm not even going to answer that. I'm not even going to answer that one. Just, you sir, you suck. Okay, simple as that. Just, ugh. Gary Zumbrion asked, what are you going to study at college at university? For those of you who don't know, I'm actually starting college tomorrow. Tomorrow's my first day. Tuesday is my first day. I'm going to be studying production in radio and television, but I got such a late registration date, I actually couldn't get any classes in my major, so I'm just taking some GE classes this year to get the electives out of the way. Like, I'm taking math, and I got such a late registration date. There was like so few classes left. I ended up taking math, computer science, which I'm actually pretty stoked about, and my other two, which I don't really look forward to, but I had to take because they're pretty much the only classes left. Those are political science and theater appreciation. So not looking very forward to those, but yeah, hopefully next semester I'll be able to actually start my major. And oh, okay, that's it, guys. That's all the questions. This didn't take too long. Like, hopefully you guys enjoyed this to the most part. I know it probably couldn't have been great with me still being a little sick, but yeah, thank you for asking all your questions. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this. I don't know what's in the background. Probably just some random Pokemon stuff because it's a freaking Pokemon. And yeah, thank you guys for watching. Until next time, I'm Yo-Yo. Peace.